So I think if you want to level up your SMS program or just in general, your presence in the ecom space, I think that you need to add a brand persona. At least test it out. It's going to increase engagement, it's going to increase trust, it's going to increase conversions. It absolutely does help. And that's what people want to see. People want to know more about your brand and feel like they're involved. And I think by adding a brand persona, that accomplishes that.
So, Travis, I want to talk to you about testing today, especially because you're someone that tests a lot for merchants. You've, you know, been doing this for what, 4 years now? 5 years?
Yep, 4 years.
Okay, a long time. So you're a veteran. And, A/B testing has been around forever. We are obviously moving into a different era of testing with things like using AI to test. And I wanted you to tell everyone about kind of something that happened recently with one of the brands that you work with. Can you speak to that?
One of the most surprising, but also shouldn't be too surprising things that has come from AI testing, honestly, is trusting your brand to ask questions. I think when a lot of people set up initial marketing, it's just a straightforward one way, hey, welcome to our site, welcome to the family, here's a promotion, here's a discount. And I think what a lot of people are understanding now with AI and the ability to create multiple variants and copy is that some of those variants through testing are going to ask questions like, hey, are you looking for something specific? Hey, would you like a discount? Hey, would you like us to, I don't know, would you like a recommendation? And fortunately for the brands that have adopted that, that's actually created a longer term, like lifetime value with their audience. Like you're allowing people to respond and you're getting zero party data basically and learning behavior on your customers and what they like and what they don't like and what their concerns are. And I think that kind of feedback is important to also continue building out AI and building out your marketing programs. So with one of the brands that I work with, named Top Coat, they started using AI for testing. And going into the AI testing, they thought, okay, what more could AI do for us, right? They're a well-established brand. They already have their brand and voice. And they utilized our brand center and set up some AI testing. And out of the results, they found some examples of their customers engaging through purchases and through clicks and through responses that they never thought they would have garnered previously, just through a couple of like tips and tricks, like even something as little as just including a name or a persona into the mix to make it a little bit more personable and one-to-one. That was probably one of the bigger things that they've noticed. And with that, realized, okay, we need to start adding this into more of our other campaigns, automations, pop-up messaging. And since then, their account engagement has grown a lot more just by adding little pieces of wins from the testing that AI.
Unlocked.
Yes, that AI unlocked, and yeah.
What were you trying to test? And then from there, what were kind of some of the insights that came out of that test?
Yeah. So one of the tests was just a simple sale test, like 15% off products, whatnot. Nothing out of the ordinary, but they are a promotional heavy brand, and so their usual cadence was we only send when we have a promotion. So with setting up the AI testing, we dove deeper into the brand center setup, and one of the options in there was to set up a brand persona, or a person, a name, somebody that represents the brand, or coming from a specific person. And so Topcoat decided to add Todd, who is a personal detailer, to kind of make things a little bit more comfortable for their audience. And so through the campaign sends, some of the testing involved just, hey, here's 15% off. And some of the other examples included, hey, this is Todd from Topcoat. How can I help you? We have a promotion going on. And a lot more people resonated with Todd. They felt it was more Topcoat was talking to them rather at them, or rather than asking, hey, I need you to buy something from us. And so I think by having somebody that can, I guess, relate, or as you would put it, like if you were walking into a physical store and someone greeted you saying like, hey, this is Todd from Topcoat, you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable to respond and engage, versus somebody just saying, hey, welcome to our store. we have a sale going on, and then they go hide. So I think just adding Todd into the mix of things, and Todd's not a real person, uh, but adding Todd into the mix of things definitely created more community, more trust, more rapport with the brand. And now they're using AI in all different aspects, and people just don't know that Todd isn't real, but they believe he is, and it's helped elevate Topcode's SMS strategy.
So is Todd now just like someone they're leaning into when they're doing like campaign sends, that it's just like even or in automations or in just like other parts of their strategy?
Yeah, so Todd's included in automations and some of the pop-up incoming or the initial pop-up outgoing messages in the campaigns, in some new flows. That was probably one of the biggest ones. Is just okay. People want to hear from Todd. People don't want to hear from Topcoat. People want to hear from Todd, and ask Todd questions. So that's been a big game changer for them.
What would be the like, if you're like, all right, I need to create a brand persona. I'm going to come up with a name that I think my audience would like. I'm going to come
Yeah.
up with an age. I'm going to come up with like some like way like dialect. And like that's the filter through which we're going to start testing campaigns, basically.
So I believe that a few key things when setting up your brand persona are really evolve around your audience, location, demographic, things like that. For example, Topcoat uses Todd, but Todd's role is a personal detailer. So when Todd introduces himself to the audience of, hey, this is Todd, I'm Topcoat's personalized detailer, I think that resonates immediately because it's somebody that they can trust. Like it's an expert in their product field versus, hi, this is Mike and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. But I think by having a name, but also somebody that specializes in the field, maybe, or that just seems like a like a real employee at in the space, I think will help a lot. I think location helps too. There are some brands that specifically only sell in Florida or sell in Arizona, and so introducing them as like a Florida native will help resonate a lot. And then tone of voice, I think, comes into play a lot. Different regions in the world and in the United States. If somebody's from the South, like add a little bit of y'all and sweetheart, things like that. Whereas like if somebody's in California, you can say like, dude, I don't know.
Surf's
But
up.
again, yeah, but again, understand your audience too, because not everybody may be okay with dude, depending on the people that are receiving the text message. But I think it's very key and important to know who you're speaking to and evolve that person around them so that it resonates very well. And I think for some people too, they may just be quick to add a name, thinking that that's going to solve the problem, and it may do well, right? But I think by leaning into just a little bit more of research, not research, but just like who you want, like this person represents your brand, like that's an important key thing, right? It's just not a random name. Like this is, treat this as an employee of your brand, like it is an employee of your brand. And so you want that employee to communicate the way that you would if you hired somebody.
Travis, I think these are the first words I've spoken on this episode, but appreciate appreciate you coming on the show. Always a pleasure, and we'll see you soon.
I felt like I should like dressed up for this or something.
No, we're cash. We're cash.
Okay.
bad.
Is it data or data?
Age-old question, age-old question. I don't know.
Everyone is saying it differently. Data?
I think
Are you
it's data,
or
but
data?
I think it's data, but I like saying data because it sounds more British.
I've heard people argue that one is like plural and one is not.
That's too much.
Yeah, that.
It's like
oh.
fish and fish, you know?